Hello, and welcome to Citrus Live. For today, we're back at it again with Danganronpa. Now, last we left off, Angie had died. And, I'm not that sad. Hey, Snizzy, welcome. So, yeah, Angie got killed. At least we're assuming she got killed, but I feel like she just killed herself. Like with some ritual or something. Anyway, let's figure this out. Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But...
Perhaps that's just a part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. Also, my throat is a bit sick, so I'm not sure if I can do voices that well today. It makes me happy she's seeing her dead. What the ultimate detective can do is investigate. Okay.
What's wrong?
Are you gonna take a closer look?
Okay.
Got a minute?
Planning. Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki is taking charge. There's no problem with dead bodies. She is an ultimate assassin. There's blood from her head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of her neck. On who Atua is. Well, I don't think Atua is anyone, except it's technically her, because she keeps making decisions in the name of Atua. But anyway. As well as lacerations on her forehead.
I knew it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do voices today that much. My throat is not well. Killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well...
Then what do you make of this wound on her head? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her behind.
But
her two wounds are substantially different. The culprit changed weapons mid-attack.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be necessary.
remember...
Also, the wounds on her forehead look deep, but it's not bleeding as much. That is a bit weird.
Huh?
Huh?
What's wrong, Maki? Maki, roll, you edgy, dark, edgy child.
Got a minute?
Move. He pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body by the shoulders.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? Is that hair? Hair, Angie's hair, stuck to the tape. What could this mean?
But...
Really, when we're doing the investigation, any of our theories are just going to go out the window. Because everything changes when you actually get to the
So what?
proper trial. It was partially visible as a detective. You should have noticed it before I did.
Okay.
I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies.
Okay.
Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Couldn't
Got a minute?
Okay. Only the true English word, bloody hell. That didn't sound like a joke, okay. Is that the only things full of blood? Smaller pool of blood emanated from Angie's torso. Torso? But shouldn't it be from her head? This can't be from her forehead. The blood is on the back of it.
Is this...
The blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more? That fits with 2 AM. Okay. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described. The girl. Okay, can we just... Yes, of course. Let's investigate more.
So what?
It's not that important, but... The only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue. The book. It must be something to do with the book.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey.
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in the book, right? Such a sick plan.
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. First step, kill yourself. Where's it reading from? Let's read what's on here because I'm sure it's not going to say everything. I'm an expert, that's why I wrote this handy manual. It's so easy anyone can do it, even a monkey, even a bear. What's a ritual? Do you want to talk to a dead loved one again? That's simple. This ritual will return a departed soul to the land of the living. Here's how. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever material you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait for a while. You should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
This is stupid.
Pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. But in this place, I don't think we can rule out anything. Anything is possible in Danganronpa. But the book has to be burnt to actually finish the ritual, right? So because the book is not burnt, we can say that the ritual was not completed or anything. Monokuma, why did you write this? Maybe he needs someone to talk to. Monokuma's just a lonely bear. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly...
Angie made all these? I think it was fake. The Necronomicon? Yeah, probably.
You're right.
But even if it was fake, Angie would have believed it and should have followed the rules, which means that she would have had to burn it. But it's not burnt. The warehouse does contain plenty of things used for murder. Anyway, I know these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their face, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
why is this effigy hanging upside down? What do you mean this one? All of them are upside down.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of the way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. But what if we never got to that part yet? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She didn't get to that part because the book isn't burnt. Which means that this probably doesn't have anything to do with the ritual. The culprit Angie or someone else entirely. Let me see the sword that's stabbed into that one. No? Does the sword mean nothing? Does the sword mean nothing? Why is that one stabbed? Everything else is not. Alright. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Stream delay. But yeah, why is she the only one that's stabbed? Because being stabbed wasn't even like a part of her death. Not really. At least not stabbed by swords.
Why?
Murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council make rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
Ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it's Atua's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. She was? How did you not know, Gunter? No way. Student council would never break on rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she asleep in her room and get brought here.
Gunter, idiot.
So if so, Gunter could have saved her. If only Gunter saw. But Gunter was sleeping? Sorry, Angie. Gunter could no save you. Okay. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Maybe it's something to do with the murderer. Sword with the murderer. The only person that I would put that down to would be either Maki or Tenko. They're the only people that are like fighting people. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
I'm like a prophet. I keep saying things before people say it. Oh, it's not like I have any proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed to enter the lab.
Oh yeah.
Angie did allow members of the student council into the lab. Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said that she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true. No.
It is not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So, the main suspects will have to be Gunter, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tatsumi. But I feel like they're going to try and throw us off. It's going to be someone who's not even in the group. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. She's more hand to hand. I know, but she is. But she's the only one that would be using a sword as well. Because she uses more guns and stuff. No one else would really use a sword. This busty brain beauty has all this figured out.
Huh?
You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
The culprit? What?
Hey.
Luigi, do you really have time to be listening to her?
Wait.
Hey, wait. Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen. Listen.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know you're... I know you are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird the wax dolls are, right?
Well then.
But I figured it out. With just one glance, these are diversions.
Could it be?
Diversions.
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time.
What was that?
The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? What? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty much uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed these really are. What? Miyu tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that.
What?
What? I just wanted to see if the doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is now a doll?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
If you like wax dolls so much, then go the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu was a waste of time. Alright, I guess we'll leave this place. Oh, there's still things to investigate. What? What else? Dr. Maki?
Hey.
When we got to this lab, you were sure that the front door was locked.
Okay.
How'd we get
I
in?
knew it.
The front entrance was locked. Oh yeah, Kokichi picked it, right. Well then Kokichi is kind of a suspect, right? Because he has the tools to open the door even when it's locked. Although he couldn't lock it from the outside, I don't think.
Hey.
That's true.
Yeah, the Monocops took the only key for the place. So you couldn't open it from the outside.
Then...
The Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside. Can you close the door with picking lock? Has the guts to kill? What do you mean? He's the supreme evil leader or whatever. But someone inside could have opened it and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from the inside of the room?
No.
Not so... Okay, cool. Alright. Can we go now? What else is there to investigate?
Is this...
This lock has a sliding lock. It's still locked.
That's true.
Because no one has used this door since it came in here. I believe Angie locked the door when she came in and been locked ever since. It doesn't seem like the killer to you. More of a child. Okay. Been locked ever since.
Hey.
Wait, what's this? Look, there's something gold and shiny on this door. Gold and shiny.
Is that
Could it
alright?
be? Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
Carefully touch the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly the lock opens.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Okay. Whether you lock it or unlock it. Still, it's strange that the front door and the back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock, and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this...
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Ooh. Locked.
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monaco. So both doors... Okay, yes. I understand the doors are locked. Why do you have to keep going on about it? You talk so much
If I remember.
That's
and
right.
say so little.
I knew it.
Okay. Is that everything now? What? Help with opening the door. I guess that's a possibility. But if he opened the door, Angie would still be in there and alive, so she would know that he's there. So I don't know why he would risk doing that. What am I supposed to look at? Oh, there we go, the katana.
Damn it!
Who did this and why? It's a wax doll, she's not even...
Got a minute?
Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Wait a sec. This is a crime scene, you can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
It's true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest, instead at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it. Oh! I've already pieced this together. Katana used to stab back of head. Gold leaf on the katana, rubbed off onto person's hand. They use the back door to escape, because there's gold on the lock. But what if he was not visible if the murderer attacked? I feel like he would know something though, like... He could hear someone attacking Angie, even if you like only open the door and let them in. I don't know.
Okay.
I believe it's one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so? Oh, maybe it is him. Kaio? He could be the killer, because this Necronomicon stuff is kind of his domain as well.
Okay.
So, I don't know, maybe he was jealous of Angie or something. We can probably assume that this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstain on the tip.
But...
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab, grabbed a more suitable
Could
weapon.
it be...
Perhaps it's because it's Kaio's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They must have been in a hurry.
Well...
Maybe they needed a long weapon. Oh, my throat. Maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon.
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain any swords, or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. Okay, so that crosses off Maki from the list. Then again, Angie would be too caught up in her work. Could be him, but he said he believes in... Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they are... Oh, okay. Anyway, the gold leaf on the katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hands now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are now sticky. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Katie's effigy.
Hey.
I'm gonna put the katana back where I found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the rack. Oh, that animation was beautiful. Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it a part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe the blood off it. Sorry about my voice today. But they definitely did not try to hide the murder weapon. It's literally right here.
What are you talking about?
What's the reason for this?
That's...
Well...
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might have a clue there. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Alright, can we finally leave? Please.
Got a minute?
Is this really time to rest? I don't think... Okay.
You're right.
That's true. By the way,
just occurred to me, why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. Okay. If it was someone in a hurry, then maybe it wasn't Kyle that did it. Someone just rushed into his room to get it and then went out. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... Is it this? No, what was it? It's the sheath. Earlier the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here, I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyle suspicious? This is his research lab after all.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done. Okay. Ah. Look who's here. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway,
Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance.
yeah.
Yep, the white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue and the cage already, but I guess we need the sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Don't ask me. I don't know why we need this stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
So, let's see. I heard it was like some old made book. Handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, this is the Caged Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the caged child seance? Oh, is this the page? It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle's drawing is the same magical circle as the one in this picture. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly...
First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle. You can't read, can you? And rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparation. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create a complete darkness. The seance will begin with the 4 participants at each standing. When the 4 participants are standing, each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium. Okay, I really don't care. That would be easy to kill someone. Are you hinting at something, Nizzy? That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Cool. Oh, it's open.
Right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. Okay.
But...
They talk so much,
Huh?
and I just don't care.
Well, yeah. See?
There's still time, you know, the seance hasn't even started
That's
yet.
true.
Maybe, okay.
Huh?
Cool.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going, I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe it or not, as a detective you should be there to observe what happens.
Okay. Alright!
Okay, I guess we're going to there now. Why would they agree to that? I don't know. I guess they are kind of desperate, so they'd try anything that anyone says.
Hello.
So, Cookie, she tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Suichi. You're most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh, man.
Aw, man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me?
Hmm.
I agree, Cookie. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up!
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Just don't say anything you feel guilty for kicking. Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? I have my detective hat, so I'm forgetting spoilers for a sec. Okay. That's why I'm apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, fine, how bad? Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Soichi. What? Why me? I didn't do anything. What did I do?
So then...
But now Soichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon.
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it will also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Oh, someone's gonna step in the circle and then someone's gonna die. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Cage Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I've copied the words of the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
Oh, do I have to like actually memorize it and like say the words correctly, like choose from words and stuff?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody. Oh, I thought they were going to play something. I listened to Kaio sing the song and did the best to memorize the melody.
Okay.
Alright, I think I got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then...
Let's begin the
How
ritual.
exciting! So then...
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. Oh no, Himiko's gonna die. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. With you, if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah? That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. Why girl? Because Angie's a girl? So I would assume. It would just make it more real. That way you can say goodbye to her. After you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tenko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me just say this once. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So I feel like crying when you're talking to Angie. If you feel like crying when I can't read. Go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do it. Tenko, you pure bean. I guess Tenko's a pure bean. She just thinks males are degenerates. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
Or at least this is a pure bean moment. And venting your anger onto something can cheer you up, okay?
Yes!
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. Probably right. She's just a feminist. If It seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then,
Yes!
Alright, here we go. I'll see you later.
now
Something's
I
definitely
would
gonna
like
happen.
the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please
Like a
rest your
turtle.
forehead
What does that
upon
even
the
mean?
stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Alright.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I
That
have
doesn't
5-star
really look like a turtle
flexibility.
to me, but okay. 5-star flexibility, oh my.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Suichi and Kokichi. They're putting a cage on her. Walk carefully as to not disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Alright.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Wow, foreshadowing.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
How'd you get it here in the first place?
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
That's what I was thinking. It seems very heavy. On a cage that has a person underneath it.
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Alright, if you say so.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. Why is all this stuff needed? I don't know, it's just the ritual. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood, I will not say a word until the seance is over. See you guys after the seance.
well
Will
then.
she though? The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to the one of your choosing. Alright. All of our lines connect to the circle, and the circle connect to the middle, with Tenko in it.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song.
Someone is so
Please
gonna
sing
die
along
here.
with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. And like that, darkness fell upon the land. Why trust Oma with blowing out the candle? Pitch black darkness, so dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall, back to the back of my corner. Then began the singing. Am I gonna hear it?
At last, at long last.
That it? That's it? Kai led us all to the cage child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom.
This isn't the most rhythmic song.
At last, at long last. How many will
But it does sound like some religious song that I know.
dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Thunk. Well, that's not good. They're gonna keep singing with a thunk?
Dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last.
Did no one hear the thunk? Come on guys, the thunk! We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the cage child Angie Youngaga? He began calling now. Now if the medium answers,
say,
is the cage child Angie Youngaga? What's going on?
say.
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't she Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not.
Let's see. Huh? Well.
Just for now. Oh, Tenko's gonna be dead. Oh, Tenko's dead. I can see the blood already. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail? Oh, Tenko wasn't a bad person. She was alright.
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
I see.
Tenko. I
Yes.
told her that she mustn't speak until the ritual spirit enters her. She follows orders well. But how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. Okay.
Man.
Oh, I can see the blood underneath the cloth.
Now,
Oh.
I will remove the sheet.
Oh. How would she have even died though? I thought the statue crushed her or something, but that doesn't look like it's the case.
Oh? Perhaps.
Something is amiss. You don't say. Himiko ran toward the cage and at a sprint. Himiko, you're not supposed to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up and... Dang, she lifted it up by herself? That's some strength. What killed her though? And why is there a random triangle there?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofani's green puke was predicting this tragedy.
Ah!
Oh, the puke color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone please assemble in the seance room. What killed her? That doesn't look like any... That doesn't... I don't know. I'm so confused. There's a board underneath? True, but like... How would anyone have access to that? To underneath the floor? Didn't take long for everyone to come.
What? How'd this happen?
Well, that would mean Tenko... Oh, wait. This might be a real theory. What if Tenko killed Angie, and then they did the seance, and then Angie, the actual ritual did work, and Angie went into Tenko's body, and because Tenko killed Angie, Angie killed a Tenko from beyond the grave. What if that happened? Well, I don't know how we would solve that murder mystery, but that'd be definitely be interesting. Good to so sorry, good to know could protect you.
Got a minute?
Well, that's...
What on earth?
I'm surprised too, I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess, for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say.
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be different. Maybe a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko yet. Even from the grave.
Huh?
You just keep saying that for everyone though.
If so...
What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right. Yeah?
What would happen? Monodam, what would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look so lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know what. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help. Montori, obviously haven't seen Danganronpa 1.
No way!
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like this.
Yeah?
It's all your fault, Monofan. Help. We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. But that won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been in love before, Monodam.
Daddy!
I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Oh, you're making me blush. Hit his head. Wait, what?
Here I am!
I'm back! Were you good while I was away? Wait, what about the other one?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs!
He licked himself. What?
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation! Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
Alright.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you
you the truth.
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is just to leave whether you get permission or not. Wait, so then who's this baddie then?
Yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer. I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Which Monica do I think is gonna die? I don't know. Probably the red one.
Yeah?
Because I think the pink and the green one's probably the most funniest. They have the weirdest lines. Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there's only 2 blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have the answer for that. It comes first. First come, first serve.
Huh?
Hey,
The blackened who kill the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words...
If the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim. Oh, that's a bit... yeah, Monotaro. But Tenko's kill means nothing.
Now then,
I'll add this as a school regulation so you can review it later.
go ahead. Father!
Well, everything is going smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's gotta be able to take decisive actions. Indecisions is just a word. You're glowing. Okay. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me more. No, I'm not gonna continue. No. I don't want to take...
Farewell!
Monophonie makes me say things which will be taken out of context later. That makes... So to make sense of all of
Listen
that,
closely.
if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
How exciting!
Piece of shit!
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused. And I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
So this is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Soichi. Impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
So Tenko's killer could have killed her, gotten away scot-free. Well, Tenko's killer doesn't get to escape. Even if they don't get caught. Because they wasted a kill, as Monokuma said. But even though they did kill Tenko and get off scot-free, they don't get to leave the academy. So they're still in the game.
All right.
But he was found on the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is 11 AM. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Back of the neck again. See, what's that triangle on the floor? I thought it was like a visual glitch. But that looks like it's an actual thing. What's that triangle on the floor? Stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse.
Jeez.
Oh,
Hey!
that's kind of cute.
What? Curse?
Kaito, calm down.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Aww. Slam. A dull sound reverberated through the room.
Are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Soichi. I'm just I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. Big oohs. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Marky roll. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
Sure, we haven't had time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
How can this be?
It's all Gunter's fault. Gunter failed to protect friends again. Oh, I feel bad for Himiko, because she was kind of close friends with Angie and Tenko, and now they're both gone.
Well,
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate it, even if we wanted to.
Got it.
No.
ah,
Huh?
listen up!
New power. Did Miyu like... Ah, not the lights.
His eyes lit up. I, Miu Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
He is definitely an odd person. Oh, so much whiteness.
Oh, man.
What a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Why is his flashlight function a clue? Alright. How does a... Anyway. No one could have come in here though, and if it was a stab on the back, she was crouched down like forward. So there's no way that someone could have reached her, the back of her neck. So it's real weird. I hate that white light. Oh, hello, oh yikes. Didn't even notice. I feel like Tenko, yes, the second death has happened. I feel like the triangle at the bottom is something to do with Angie, as was kind of the thing. What do you mean, the same as Angie's?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point? Okay,
With the wounds is deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything to die.
that's obvious.
Tenko did the big death. Well, then that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. Which way was she stabbed? Was it stabbed this way? Like through her neck, like up and down? Or was it this way? Because it looks like it was vertical from what I see. But I don't know how that would actually kill you. Maybe pray to a toe. No! No, Snizzy! Bad. Alright. Tenko's body, anything else? Oh, there is blood on the cage. So did someone stab her through? But there was cloth on the cage as well, and the statue.
is this...
Pretty large, okay. Big enough for a person to fit inside.
Hey,
No. I use the white light way too much. My screen is way too bright. Hey, look at this.
is this...
The blood stain at the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah. Do you have any guesses for the killer? Well, I did say before, I was thinking that Tenko killed Angie and then Angie's spirit killed Tenko. But I feel like that's illogical.
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. This bladder must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean you think you're right? You were there, Soichi. The cage was still on her while she was dead. Is that a triangle or is that actually... No, I think it's actually... It's a plank of wood that got opened up. She's lying on a plank of wood. That was like a hatch door.
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain the bloodstain.
Huh?
Perhaps she was killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is not a possibility! You were right there, Soichi! Do not bully the unconfident boy. I don't understand. Marker stone. Oh. How would she have moved? Exactly! The marker stone is interesting because that would have given a killer the right place to like know where she will be when she is in the cave to kill her. Yeah, this floorboard is quite interesting.
Why?
If I remember correctly...
It wasn't like this before. It must have been come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
But...
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Hole in the corner. Do you think... Did you think Himiko killed her? Because Himiko was standing in this corner with the hole. So she could have gone inside of the hole and then killed her from underneath the floorboards and then come back out from this hole. But it just doesn't seem logical to me. Doesn't look big enough. Okay, it's not big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
Got a minute?
Okay.
Wait, what are we checking? Wait, what did he say? Ah! There's a space under the floor down there. Before I check under the floor, I should finish the okay. Also, what is that red writing on the wall that's been there since even before the murders? Is the wooden dog statue used? Okay. Oh, so many white flashbacks. Please stop. Please stop. Oh.
If I remember correctly...
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? Ugh. Okay. That hit too close to home. What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding, anyway.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Turn down my brightness. Oh. The white sheet we use for the seance. There should be blood on it, right? Kyo was the one that removed it.
Is this...
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can change my... Do I even have the buttons? Change the brightness on my display monitor. I can't see what button I'm pressing. I have to get it. Yeah, doesn't matter. Put sunglasses on. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque and on the back. Okay, yeah, there's a blood stain. But no holes in the fabric. It wasn't stabbed.
Okay.
It was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Huh. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
Because...
Crime won't bring back Tenko, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I guess...
Hey!
Himiko, hey, Himiko, be strong, Himiko.
Wait,
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's gonna break.
But
But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
like I thought.
You must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now.
why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gunter's so ashamed. Why Gunter no could protect friends?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light for all. Okay, cool. He'll be back. Gotta get ice cream.
cannot
Oh,
be.
can I have ice cream? Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Tayo, I know the murder was pretty shocking,
But
but
of course.
of course I am shocked about this as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seemed more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Oh yeah, it's your birthday, isn't it? Happy birthday! I almost forgot. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Suichi were present, right? It's your birthday now. Happy birthday. Did she get killed during the
I
seance?
see. Yes.
What a lovely stream to be for your birthday. 2 people killed. Well, I guess Angie is kind of present. True, maybe the best move past what happened to know why it's
Is
failed.
that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle with him. Okay. We know what happened. They repeat the same things over and over, and they don't even add anything new to it. It's better than your family. Oh.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the cage shout song. How did none of them stop when they heard the thunk? It is a mystery to me as well. I thought, okay, cool. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kaio knows.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no one replied. I had Suichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we all removed all the items within the magic. They say the same thing. I'm so tired of them repeating things. This game would be half the length if they just stopped repeating things over and over again. Like, I can understand, I get, oh, so why? I've only gotten 2 birthday cards from family that's not my dad or brother. Aww. Well, this is my virtual birthday card to you. I don't know. But hope you have a good day at least. Then sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult for in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes. Then when she was killed...
Well, that's... I see. Yes. How?
Okay.
Perhaps.
What's the point?
Maki never was one to pull in punches. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. You get tired of them repeating things, but then you don't remember stuff. Shush. Yeah, I understand they're repeating things so you remember them at the class trial, but like, I'd rather forget. then repeat exactly that. Like, okay, I don't mind if they repeat the things, but they're saying the exact same words over and over again. They're not saying anything different. It's literally a repeat. Literally flashbacks. And that has nothing to do with anything.
No.
Huh?
Like, this is a book. In a book, do you usually read the same things over and over again to remember it? No! You just read it once! I'd say it's better than have fully voice-acted visual novel I'm playing now, where they say out loud the math process to answer. We already gave you. Okay.
Could it be?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
No other possibility. Cool. I just want to get to the trial at this point. It's so boring. I don't care about what they say. It's so many flashbacks. Why are there so many flashbacks? Can we just get to the thing? I don't care. Yeah, she's dead. We know that. She's been killed. Oh, wow. I'm too dyslexic to remember when I... Yeah, but you read back on your own time. You can read the things again. But this is forcing you to read it again. Man, what a lame story. Please, stop talking.
Well,
Well,
is this...
okay.
Honestly, I know maybe someone wants to have me read all this, but I'm over it.
Well,
They just talk so much. Yes, there's salt. It's gone because people stepped on it.
so...
Wow.
Hey,
Hey,
Mark, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the
by the
floor.
way,
Seems dark down there. What should we use as a light? Kibo!
that's true.
Let's bring candles for Kibo's light from up here. Should be fine.
okay.
Okay.
Pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Marky. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Whoa! There's blood! This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Well,
I'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues off the corner. Okay.
Okay.
In English, I'd be like 20 people ate donut and 20 people ate... Wait a second, I just said that. Well, there's quite a few clues around here. There's a bloodstain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that is pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping. It's under the same floorboard, just a different end.
hey,
The back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah,
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
that's true.
I wonder, I can't really be sure.
Okay.
But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry.
Ah,
Part of the crossbeam that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it,
that's true.
it was broken off naturally. It wasn't broken off naturally, this was cut by someone. There should be some saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why.
Then,
Now you're hungry for donut. For what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, but you can see into the next room.
hey,
Ah. Murder gets you hungry. Learned that from Tokyo Ghoul. Is that the other one? No, what game did I play? There was another murderish game I played a while ago that was set in Tokyo. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through
That's
here.
true.
Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult to move around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black.
Nope.
Then they could have used a light, like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They use a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Maybe Kibo's light feature? Won't be Tokyo Ghoul. I think it's the first video game. Right, it was something else I think, but I forget what it's called. It's on my YouTube channel. There's a sickle here and there is blood all over it.
okay.
The blood. Why would people not take away their murder weapon? They just leave it around. The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did.
well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches. I bet it's not Doki Doki. I haven't played that, and I don't really plan to, because people have played it too much.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in a cage, she wouldn't be able to hurt herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on the part.
Hey,
If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Good games, my mate call me Natsuki. Why is that? Which one was Natsuki again? Or they could have been under the floorboard the entire time. Either of those are possible.
Is that alright?
Mark, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all the dust here. I'm finding it more interesting to chat with you guys right now than to actually read this text, because it's just... he has daddy issues.
by the way,
I was trying to think of a witty remark, but I can't think of anything. But cool. We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
You're right.
then...
But
Alright, let's investigate the room next to this place. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. A third murder! Wait, oh, what? Actually?
It's a lie.
Oh. Dang. Where? What? Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the loss of blood. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
What are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. And then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through the floorboard.
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good, because of this. I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're gonna lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. Oh, is that it? For the investigation?
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the killing game is all about! Killing game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the killing game! The killing game just can't be beat! Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
Really? That was it? We didn't get any other investigation? Guess time's up.
Oh,
It's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought the document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. But what if I had one eye and one finger? Cleopatrally reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same way as the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools, nothing too okay. Are you No, you are included. It's your birthday, you can't be excluded from anything. As class trial, so see you there. Kokichi's blood. That is great.
That's true.
I rushed through this investigation and it still took an hour and a half. Oh. Ah, fine. You feel included. Good. You better feel included. I like aggressive positivity. You're gonna be happy and you're gonna like it. Also, I love that Will I get a shovel across the head if I don't? Yes. Yes, you would. If you aren't happy. My Twitch stats are gonna go down from yesterday so much. Because yesterday it said I had up to 40 unique viewers that popped in and out. And now I got 2 people. I wish some people would stay. Gonna enjoy this game even if it's repetitive. I'm taking unique care. I never said I don't enjoy it. I said it's just repetitive and annoying.
Oh dear.
It appears we all have gathered.
Oh.
Less friends means much harder to solve mystery. Your persona hoodie makes sense finally. Why does it make sense?
don't worry.
I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gunter. Yeah, Gunter do his best job. Wishing for people to stay isn't going to do anything. You gotta get that self-improvement crumb. I don't think I don't know. I think I'm a bit entertaining at least. And I would hope. But people just come and then they just leave. And then I'm sad.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Rose sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. It says shovel on the front. And get a great big shovel and on the back. What? Get a... Alright. You don't need to worry about those outdwindling numbers. Only have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's all a tall order, but try to use your brain this time so I don't have to use mine.
who
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
But... well, you know...
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. If I call it an inner voice, it tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you gonna say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
I actually really want that hoodie, but I had to stop. Ah, okay. I should sell merch that no one will buy. Well, I do technically have merch, but no one will buy. And yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monogami's trap.
Huh?
That's right.
Probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Oh, right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Suichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Let the trial begin. This is so weird every time. STIOTC. Okay. I'm not sure who would be the killer. Maybe it is Miyu. Because she could use some fancy technologies in the darkness and stuff to kill Tenko. And maybe some other fancy technology to the water annoys you. It is a bit weird, the water simulation. Who could it be? I feel like maybe Miyu. It's usually the quietest people in the investigation which actually become the person. That's because there are a few of us, the elevators seem to move faster. It clips through the walkway. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the door parted slowly.
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Mono damn sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing these adorable back and forths. Let's hurry up and get started.
Extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. Energy Yonagaga. I don't know. Yonaga? Yonaga. Then Tenko. Why do they have Chabashihara? She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two of those who were killed by both trying to stop the killing game. I'm guessing it was one person, but I don't see why. Like what their motive would be. One killer is what I'm predicting. Yoda. That's her name. Shush. And I will fight. I will fight for the truth and lies in the class trial. Alright, we'll get halfway through this class trial, I think. Oh yeah, I have these things. I've like not used any of them. Can I actually use these? Oh, purchase. How much do I got 23. Increase maximum influence a little. Affected during all parts. Can't copy combine. Okay. Increases maximum focus. Slightly increase the time limit in each phase. Effective. Okay. Increases amount of influence recovered by right answers. Makes the reticle shake less effective. Sure. Upshift increases speed of the reticle. Decreases the delay of the truth after using a truth bullet. I kind of want that one because I have problems with that a lot. FTEs. What do you mean FTEs? Friendship people. I've been focusing on I focused on Miyu, I think, mostly. We'll get that one. Focus gauge drains slower when concentrating and during period time. Slowly recovers the influence gauge while concentrating. Okay. Reveal viewpoints. Silences all conversations except those the reticle is on. That might be nice because it's really annoying too. Instantly silence loud voices. That one would be nice. So I can actually listen to what people are saying. I'm still sad about Rentaro. The entire screen will light up more frequently, effective during Hangman's Gambit. Make it easier to push the opponent. I might do this one just so I can have more hearts as well. Yeah, 2 more hearts, that'd be nice. Maybe more focus would be nice too. Why not? Okay. You miss avocado boy. Oh, at least I don't have to read anymore. I can barely speak.
Of the class trial.
I'm still sad about Kurumi, my waifu.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is. Vote correct. I'll punish also. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime!
Showtime!
Let's get the—
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
I like the ultimate mom.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
She was just, I'm the Prime Minister. But she was so nice and she took care of everyone.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student. Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Where?
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
I just don't like Angie the most. I think I don't mind everyone else. And I guess I don't like Kokichi because he's just a weirdo.
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Lollipop. Everyone has their own dislikes and likes. Is it even possible for revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
He doesn't have
They
nice
came back
motives.
to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
He's cute. Well,
Angie did
Sure.
say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Yes. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
this isn't about believing in reviving the dead. It's about fates.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Hmm.
Oh no!
Good thing I have
This
extra
crime was
hearts.
committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed. So ritual did work. Who was resurrected? I wonder.
Angie did say she was gonna
bring Rantaro back. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami.
Please, stop it!
Oh, is that it? Hmm.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual.
Wait, what? Dang it, do it.
That's wrong!
No!
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
What does the other side say? I didn't read that one last time. Sprinkle the ashes, something something, off the deceased, something. Then close your eyes, and after a while, you should feel a light tap on the back. Alright, we did read that.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Give up high pitch Kaito.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
3 people here? Wow, what? 3 people?
Now hold on a second! I can't let that comment stand! Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
I think that's true. I don't think he's lied any time about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
In our hearts.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Oh, he's so gonna die by Monodam's hands.
Oh? whole time?
There's no way it's possible!
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us.
Oh, she got angel wings.
Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
Back to 2 people. Sad times. I definitely do think that
used a katana to kill Angie.
both of them were killed by the
And
same
it was
person.
found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Okay. Did Korikyo really kill the culprit?
The culprit used
Wait,
a
what
katana.
was Tasumi's account? Well, there's a lot of things. Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door to the student council.
Katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
I think you did, but I don't
Just
think I
admit
have
it, you
anything.
shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie!
Oh, that's real high pitch. Alright. I think I got it. Dang it. There we go.
That's wrong! No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
Gonta, your precious
You can just
bean.
ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie.
The only person who fits the description for both points would be Himiko then, because Himiko was a part of the student council, and she was also a part of the ritual seance, whatever thing.
I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
I'm guessing it's not going to be one of those two.
You mean
but
one
okay.
of those two people? Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Whatevs! The culprit should confess already! Gonta, Keyboy, or Samugi? Well...
Yeah, that's true. But she's the only one that fits into both situations. But I'm guessing that someone came in through... For Tenko's death, I'm guessing someone came through the other room underneath the floorboards and then came to kill her. Which means that it wouldn't be Himiko, but then I don't know who.
No, not Gonta! Gonta would never kill Angie!
It would have to be someone that could get a sickle from Maki's room, and also the katana from Kaio's room.
Yeah,
If we assume that
Gonta's a
the killer
gentleman.
kills
You
both
shouldn't
people.
suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Oh,
Torture
Gonta.
might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta
not the
I'm
culprit.
not the culprit.
Ah, okay. Looks like we're into this debate. Mass panic.
You
Yeah,
must
I'm...
consider other...
Alright, now I get to focus on them actually.
Gentlemen, not betray student council!
And do you have an alibi for last night?
Gonta in room talking to bug friends. Much better than being out too late at night. Ask bug friends if Kyo doubt Gonta.
I can't.
Robophobic remark!
Gonta is
Possibilities. Surely there must be suspect...
Gentlemen, not betray student council!
That's utterly impossible. Not just anyone could open that door. Only student council members had access.
You could open it, Kokichi.
I didn't know robots told such boring lies.
Is that Robophobic?
Is that a robophobic remark?
Alright.
You must
Kill Angie?
Well then,
Gentlemen, not betray student council!
I thought Tenko did it.
A dead chick can't be the culprit!
Why? It's not that far-fetched.
Look, I don't know who the culprit is. But it's definitely not me.
Robophobic remark!
Just gonna keep hearing robophobic remark. Why do some of them stop talking? Because remember, I just equipped that skill which lets me focus in on whoever I want to listen to instead of all of them talking at once. Which I think is better for streaming at least.
Consider
But
other
I think
possibilities.
Kokichi's remark might be.
Betray student
Council.
It's utterly impossible. Not just anyone could open that door.
Because he could open that door.
Only student council members.
Ah, dang it. There we go.
I heard it!
You don't like that.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
Hmm?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! killed Angie.
Well, now I don't believe him if he's that quick to admit it.
The culprit was me, all along.
But why would he want to make everyone die? Because that's what he would do if everyone chose the wrong person.
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Yeah, he must be lying. We've only gotten 10 minutes into this trial. They usually take like 3 hours.
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
No, that's not how this works.
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room.
I don't think you can. Well, I guess it might be possible, but it'd be very difficult. I'd never heard of someone locking a door from the outside using a pick.
They used a different method.
What different method?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was... That's it! The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Certain tool. The sickle? What is this tool? What is... yeah, that's the sickle. Can I just... oh, hello. Can I click on you? Yay. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the sickle would be it, but they put it there. I don't think the sheath could be used. It wasn't even at the crime scene. Oh, a sword? But how would the sword be used? You can't lock the door with that.
I see it!
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
Ow.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
Yeah, I understand it's gold from the handle, but how would the sword lock the door from the inside when they would have had been on the outside?
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock.
Magic.
Right?
No. Don't go Himiko on me.
But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
It's a lot of work for the murderer to do, to just hang them up for whatever reason.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Oh, this one. This one's not hard, it just like kind of boring. Takes quite a lot of time. Because they are a dummy. Oh. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they would hang up the effigies. And I still don't understand how the katana locked the door when it stabbed into the effigy's body. What does it say? What? Turn the handle off the sliding. Nick. Oh, whoops. Oh, dang it. Dummy thick. Oh yeah, Katie is dummy thick right now. Turned off the lock. The katana's hilt would have to be it. Look at me drifting. I am the Drift King. Who needs Mario Kart? When I have Danganronpa's Psychic Taxi, whatever. Yeah. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? That's what I'm not too sure about. Would be to get Tenko themed monopatch. Katana was stabbed into effigy. Alright. I still don't understand how that moves the sliding lock. Oh, this is a long one. Alright. It's like I'm playing, what's that game? Wheel of Fortune or something, where I have to fill in the letters. Too much has been spent on burnout. Nope. Dang it, I'm so bad. How is the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? I don't know. That is what I want to know. Tell me. Is that Angie in the... I didn't even notice. On the billboards? Swing it back and forth. That's what I was thinking. Swinging it back and forth. No? Making it fall? Spinning it? Okay.
It connects.
Spinning it.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy.
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
That's a lot of planning to do this, and like it's not 100% that it would work.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
Like there's no guarantee that that would actually work.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's
Small brain didn't
counterspin
know.
to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock, and thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
Why are you happy about this?
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
But how? Because you would be on the outside.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Or I guess if you waited outside and then checked to see if it actually locked it.
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility, but I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi! Man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
He's a very small brain. Like, I never saw that
If I
coming.
claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me?
No, I don't.
And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
No, please, no.
Alright,
That's a
so
different kind of
who's
game.
the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Alright, game.
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
He's massive mind. No. Me wanted it. Who wanted it?
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally
Whoa.
called me a cum dumpster!
Alrighty.
What should we talk about
Just-
now?
Oh, the precious bean. He's like, guys, we got a trial we gotta do.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects.
Oh my,
Tsumugi,
that's too much
Gonta,
information.
Kibo.
Save that
and
for after the
Kokichi.
stream, you know? I should have like a stream that's like after dark. Obviously, Twitch would not allow anything even remotely that close to anything like that. And I probably wouldn't do it anyway. I don't know what I'd do. Just
Don't forget
play
Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
different visual novels.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? I never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
Very ooh.
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
CD Cruise Live After
I
Dark
want to ask the suspect
is
rangers.
just me playing hentai games.
What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Oh, Gunter, you are smart. You big brain.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
His anniversary should be after dark. Well, you see, I actually did want to do one of those games as like a joke one time, but Twitch does not allow it. I would be banned on Twitch so quick. So yeah.
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What?
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie.
I usually try to play a horror game on Halloween, or around Halloween. Yeah, but I don't think I could even censor it enough for me to not get banned. I don't think it's possible for me to play any game that's too lewd on stream.
Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless! Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
Oh, Himiko's actually showing emotions.
Himiko.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now.
Well, you should have treasured her while she was alive.
Worked things out
Dang
with
damn
her
it.
while she was still
People
alive.
only know of the good things once they're gone. I should have faced Tenko over.
But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option
Yes,
is
Kaito.
to face
Thanks
her
for
death
diffusing
head-on.
the situation.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse.
You Chad. He is a Chad.
Suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like streams have been feeling like quicker. Or like, we've made it to 2 hours. And it hasn't really felt like 2 hours. I don't know if it's the same for you guys. But it doesn't really feel like we've been streaming for 2 hours. It went by pretty quick.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
And I felt like I just joined. Yeah, time went quick for today. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I went through the investigation too quickly. But I don't know. Felt real quick.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were 2 different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, we're going over the case again! How many times
What do we talk about first?
are we gonna go
For
over the same
now,
thing?
let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tancrotch!
People who attended the seance. Wait, you can make a quickly there.
That's it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those 4 are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Poor Himiko.
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the 4 is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Referring to the floorboards. 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 Tinkle was the top of them. Ah.
I was wrong!
Do you mean a hole? A hole.
There!
How does he know what? No, there was a
You're talking
second
about under the
entrance.
floor, right?
Well, he was in the room while we were investigating, so possibly he just knows from that.
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me.
Where is it?
Oh, I can see it clearly.
Then tell
the
us.
true identity of Tenko's killer.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Oh, fine. Where? Tell us.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
Sounds like you can do a backthrough here. Can you? Do you mean I can lie?
The culprit sneaked in during
I don't really
the
get
seance
what lying will do in the
by
game now.
crawling under the floor.
Like, it's not gonna
Black during the seance.
unlock a separate culprit or
How could they
anything.
even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
Flashlight
I
drawback.
mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
I don't really want to lie.
Black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
But maybe I do have to lie.
You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
No, we brought the candle down there
Now hold
when
on
we
a
went
second.
to check it out.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
Is it maybe like the hole in the corner would allow light to be coming through
The
so you'd
culprit
know?
sneaked
Then during the seance, by crawling under the floor. But it was black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor? Because it wasn't dark under the floor.
You
See, our villain had a light. Light? You mean candle?
I
I mean Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second. Kibo could have used that
Under the floor.
Okay.
damn it!
Maybe I have
The
to lie for
culprit
this.
sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
because it wasn't dark under the floor.
You our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
I'll reveal the truth.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't have seen the light under the
You-
floor,
you
but
gave Kibo
like,
his flashlight function, correct?
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Did you not notice?
I didn't notice what.
But even if I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added.
Like, I'm not too sure what the lies really add to the story, because either way, if you tell the truth or the lie, you're going to end up with the same victim. It's just a different pathway for finding the victim or the culprit.
It's so bright, even Kibo can't see.
It doesn't actually change the story in any way meaningful.
I see. That bright, huh?
Okay. Yeah, I would have thought something shining through, but...
Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
It fits in with the theme, I guess, but like, it doesn't actually... You can fit in with the theme, but it has to still mean something. You can't just add something
if
just...
you're gonna fuck me in front of
it fits the
everyone,
theme.
at least buy me dinner first!
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what...
Themes. No! You don't just add something to keep with the theme. You add something so it adds some meaningful content to the game. Sorry, is innocent.
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Ah, we get it already! Just turn it off! We're gonna go blind!
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
What's up with her and sex so much? What?
That's
Does she want everyone to have sex with her? Like in the group?
Shuichi, I'm
Is that her
sorry.
secret dream?
Damn, that is seriously bright!
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Nah. Extra dialogue, sure. More game Moses? What? Modes? It doesn't add much to the game.
yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Like now we're back to where I'm assuming the truth would have led us back to. So all it did was unlock a bit more of dialogue. Woo.
Oh, they couldn't have?
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
I don't care about the themes.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right.
Seems like a
you made
lame
your
kind of
point.
robot then.
God, now
I neither want nor need your pity.
Please don't.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to
I'm
move
with
around
Kaito on
under
that
the
one.
floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that. That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Is that from like a previous murder that I just forget about? Oh yeah, that was in a previous murder from the past game. With yeah. Yeah, I remember. That killed the fake I forget all the names. But the fat guy that got killed in the last game.
Her corpse didn't have any
Or
trace of
last
glowing
game.
paint, though.
I forget which.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right?
Tagami.
If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point. Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
I like how he says
She wasn't
impossible.
killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Thanks, Mew.
Huh?
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your lipstick brains!
Alright. Let's start jerking. That should be my catchphrase for whenever we start an argument
When
or
Tenko got
debate.
killed,
Let's start jerking
it
it.
wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time, and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit!
There's no
No.
down! When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It
Could not have been done at any other time. She was under the
cage the whole time.
She was dead when the cage was lifted. What about moment cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit
Stab Tenko real fast! So fast, no one saw! She who lifted the cage.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit!
There's no
No, because
When Tenko got killed,
there's blood on the white sheet.
it could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted. What about moment cage was lifted?
That's wrong!
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was
It's
lifted.
impossible.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the clock.
What? But how could
You keep saying 3 people and the third person's gonna leave.
So right.
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
The only people I count as viewers
It's
is
still wrong to think that Tenko was killed
if they
during
actually
the
chat in the
seance.
chat. If you don't chat in the chat, like I don't even know if you're actually watching. So, yeah.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Let's get jerking.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gap. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the and that's none other than Kyo! The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
I'll cut through your words.
Jerking time never fails.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone. And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, even Gunter's kind of savage.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
That's what I was thinking, but like, there's no way that's gonna happen.
What are you talking about?
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that! Screw spirits!
Stop that.
Angie's spirit?
Not this again.
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Oh no. I am Kokichi. This is the exact same theory I was saying.
Like I said, that's impossible! Spirits can't be culprits!
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done
wait! I know! What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance!
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
No, I'm not. But is she referring to Tenko herself? Tenko? Really?
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What did you say?
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
But there's no way that she could have hit the weapon and all of that, if that was the truth.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed.
This ain't chapter 5. Oh, spoilers.
After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right? Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Well, I'm pretty sure the suicides in the previous games happened fairly early on in the times.
Really?
Not the
Why?
third trial. Although the third trial actually isn't that far in. We still got a long way to go.
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right?
But on Thursday, I'm going to be playing No Man's Sky. So I don't...
To take us down with
It's going to even take longer for me to finish this game.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
What are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
Really? No, but the very first game, person killed themselves the first day.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her.
No, poor Himiko.
She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
Nobody knows anything.
If you insist we
Don't
believe
worry,
in Tenko,
Snizzy.
then provide a
You
reason
big brain to
do
me.
so.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Alright, don't get an ego now, Snizzy. Calm yourself. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. Wow. Wow, I see how it is, oh yikes. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. I'm very big brain too, thank you. Only big brains know other big brains. Alright, what are we doing now? Oh, it's joking time. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep that joke up.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her.
What was Tenko's last moments? Died there.
Her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces...
In order to perform, you need 5 people.
fit.
Only because I last wanted it easier than it does good. I need to make them think their suicide theory wouldn't work.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Either
her plan
a lie
was
or
to take
a
us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
Finally, with the last of her strength,
Yeah, maybe I have to lie there
she threw the sickle
and say she just died.
All the pieces.
But this, it doesn't seem right to lie in this game. It just doesn't feel... It doesn't fit my theme of what I think the game is about, which is finding the truth.
Stabbed herself with it!
Finally, with the last of her strength,
Lying just doesn't seem right. Especially when he says, "This is the truth," every time you
couldn't have
lie.
thrown the sickle under the floor because she died instantly.
instantly,
The death might not have been instant.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
what?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
How could you forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary.
Because I lied.
Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
Oh, we're almost up to 3 hours in the... Dang. Time does go quick. Streaming.
If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
I just want to get to the halfway point and I'm going to end it there. But dang, time's going fast.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that... The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Yes, that's it.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something.
The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed.
How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something.
Wait, what? Don't miss it.
I'm more
concerned about how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough. Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance? There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange. Now that I think about it.
While we were all singing the song, I heard something.
There we go.
I agree.
I consent.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
That's quite the bang.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but...
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
The sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. What other thing that happened in the dark? Talking and stuff. Okay, no. That's wrong.
Oh no!
What's the question? What caused the sound that was heard during this? Let's leave for a hot second. Just trying to figure out what the sound was that they heard in the dark. What are we here in the dark?
Oh no!
Maybe the sickle? Is it almost time for one of the best memes? What? I can't figure out what dropped in the dark. I thought I clicked the floorboards, didn't I?
This is it!
What? I was sure I clicked that. Anyway.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Would the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
And it's true, they would have had been stronger techniques. Yeah. The meme. What? Did I miss something?
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Jerkin time.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone participated in the seance. Maybe that sent tore off the floorboard.
That was such a loud crash.
The wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of
Culprit hide
Under floor.
and stood up with such might.
But we
Somebody said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stepped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose.
You step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm here who's staying on the ball.
You have any
Experience with balls to say that.
You?
Don't be stupid. Don't balls are the best of friends.
So what made the
Floorboard come loose. Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force. Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crash.
Maybe the wooden statue
Fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage. Culprit hide under floor. And stood up with such might.
Said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any
No, it
experience
must
with
be
balls to
this.
say that, Mew.
It must be the cross feet.
Don't be stupid. Don't you?
What would have made a strong enough impact to knock the floorboard loose?
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floor.
I don't know. No.
Oh no!
So what made
The floorboard come loose. Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force. Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard. That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound. Maybe the wooden statue
Fell over.
But that statue
was still on top of the cage. Culprit hide under floor.
They stood up with such might.
Sure, maybe. No. I didn't think so. Oh, I'm gonna run out of health.
Floorboard come loose. Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force. Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard. That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top
The sound is just sound, so that's nothing.
of the cage.
Culprit.
What's the magic circle? Circle was drawn with salt. It was drawn on the floor of the room. The magic circle was trampled on. That made it impossible to check the original shape.
Hide under floor.
It has to be the cross piece. It was broken naturally. It looked like someone had purposely cut it.
Then stood up with such might.
Someone must have stomped on the
floorboard. Oh, dang it. What? Oh, there we go.
I agree.
Alright.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut
the most
off.
epic beak counter.
After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? What?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Where is the cross piece? Was at one end of the loose floorboard. Okay, the cross piece had been cut there. The unsupported part was outside of the cage so it could be stomped on. Only one of the cross pieces were cut. The other two were still intact. One of them was right under Tenko. The other was in the center. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Oh, what was the speed? I don't know, W? Nope. S. Seance? Oh. It's time! Scene? Sue. Oh, my hearts are gonna go. How many E's are in this? Let's see. Oh wait, I heard you guys saying seesaw before. Is that what this is? I don't see. Oh, dang it. Mouse, come on. Work with me here. Mouse. See. Saw. What? Seesaw time? Seesaw. F? Oh, okay. Seesaw something.
We can't let it end here.
We're up to 3 hours. I gotta end soon. Hopefully this finishes up. The Sore. Sore. F, right? No, that was wrong. Seesaw. Whoa, what is the right letter? Oh, is this C? Oh. T? What letter is the starting? E? What? E. Seesaw. F. F. Effigy? That'll... Effigy? That doesn't even make sense. And I don't see an I. How do you spell effigy? Ah, come on. Mouse. F. E. Key. Effect. Effect. Oh, seesaw effect. Dang it. Oh wait, that's not it. There we go. Wow, that took me longer than it should have.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Huh? A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage, meaning if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the
What?
next crosspiece
What?
would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
I don't think this would work how they think it would work.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
This would totally not work
Lift it up?
in real life.
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle
Do
is
not
the
question
most
the
important
seesaw.
factor.
Cage and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusion can be drawn from this? Top of the cage? In between the victim and the top of the cage?
That's it! The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage.
How would you have put the sickle in there, though, in the first place?
Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place.
Was the sickle, like, attached to the wooden statue?
It's true
I'm so
that the
confused.
sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
That's a
She was
painful way to go,
bent
though.
over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouch position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim.
But
That's
how would you
definitely an unorthodox idea.
Disposed of the sickle?
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
But then the only person that could have killed her would be someone in the room, then.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
The only person could be Kaio.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
Alright.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the
Ah,
prepared
shush, don't judge me on my pronunciations. You guys just say it wrong. I'm the right one.
room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
This was going a bit too long though. I might have to stop even though we're not at the halfway mark. I feel like we're gonna get near the halfway mark. But I might need to end here.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the set.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had...
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time.
Yeah, I might have to end here. I'm just gonna save. Because this game's getting longer and longer. Even as the people keep getting less and less. Okay, so I guess I'll end it there. No stream tomorrow because I'm gonna be busy. And the next stream is probably gonna be No Man's Sky, so I'm not too sure when I'm gonna continue with Danganronpa, but just stay tuned, I guess. And No Man's Sky should be fun too, so tune in, it'll still be good. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on CD Cruise Live. Bye! Hope we can make it to the next jerk session. Yes, it'll be great. You know, actually, before I go, I kind of... my whole fan base is kind of going around sexual innuendos and stuff. You guys are my CD Cruise thoughts. And now our live streams are now going to be the jerk session. It's great. It's great. This is all great. It's coming together. Anyway. Bye.